the harmony. Yeah, like the harmony, the role of transcendence. Like what is it that you are transcending, and what does it
Mm,
mean to
exactly.
transcend, and how does
Yeah,
that relate to nature?
that's right. Yeah.
Is certainly not an easy question to answer, but I think that's where the crux of the problem lies. If we're comparing Rousseau, as you have described him, of like, oh, everything is natural and good, and then problems arise and you have to sort them out somehow. You have to educate, you have to blend, you have to mix. Um, and then if the end goal of that is akin to Freud, you're a better human being, you exist, things are smooth going, everything's fine, then you haven't really transcended, and you are just sort of at that same level and just making it work for the time being, and who knows how long that's going to last. Whereas with transcendence, you pop out of that level entirely,
Hmm.
and you are no longer swayed so much by how am I fitting with this? How is this going? It's sort of like everything is sort of the same. I mean, I come at that level. My most of my education on that front is Buddhist, so my ontology is very Buddhist. It's
Mm,
the unstainable lotus. It's the thing that nothing sticks to.
mm.
You're just as fine, begging in the street as you are sitting in a palace. You're still like there's something you are unswayed by things. But I
Mm.
think there's a danger there, just as there's a danger with Rousseau of being sort of stuck without that transcendent level. There's a
Mm.
danger if you look at that transcendent level as a goal, as a thing to be achieved. Oftentimes we do that through alienating parts of ourselves. A
Yeah,
Buddhist
yeah.
teacher I used to work with would compare being perfect to being whole, and that when you're aiming to be perfect, you're always trying to seal away parts of yourself. I don't want to deal with this is not good. This doesn't belong. No, 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 no.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
trying to find perfection by like negation and alienation of
Mm.
certain things. Whereas wholeness, you're like, oh, well, this and this and this and this doesn't work, but it belongs, and you can generate something from that.
Mm.
For me, my uneducated guess, in that this is not an experience I have had, but it's my hope that as we would develop in the Rousseauian sense, as we come into contact with these more genuine parts of ourselves, educate them, clean them up, grow them, integrate them, that there's the possibility there of those parts actualizing something higher in us that
Hmm.
helps us move beyond them.
Hmm.
But they have to be harmonious first.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
so to have the dichotomy between authenticity or harmony or something, and say that this will never lead to um, illumination, will never lead to transcendence, is to leave something behind that is a key ingredient. Now, if you look into, if you, I'm a Jungian too, if you look into alchemy, you always start with the base matter. You always start
Mm.
with lead. You turn lead into gold. You start with the
Mm.
the the the, the shit. It's often the nigredo, the
Mm.
blackening, the
Mm.
putrefying. Like you go into, that's where the alchemical journey starts. Is you start with shit and with mud and with blood, just blood, and you cook that in the alchemical container until certain reactions happen.
Mm.
Um, and to me, that's Rousseauian. That's educating our uneducated, authentic selves until they can start to flourish.